Hey ninth graders, so I'm here to talk to you guys about a wonderful resource for all of you Spanish learners that I've found. So if you go into your search bar, come up here and type in Yabla with a Y, sounds like Abla, but it's not. So yabla.com. Alright, so when you get to the website, you're going to go ahead and scroll down and choose a language. So we're going to click on Spanish. And when you scroll down, you're going to get an example of kind of what this website is about. So it includes a lot of different videos, lessons, it actually has some games. So this one talks about ordering at a restaurant and making a reservation and how you should do that. And then this one is more so about kind of a drama show where she's fighting to get custody of her dog again. This one is kind of about accents and why we have them in the Spanish language. This one's an example about a girl who lost her telephone. This lady is talking about different words that are similar, like buscar, mirar, and ver. And we're actually going to watch this one. It is about this lady who goes on a tour of a museum. So, but first, before, I would kind of like to show you that it has different levels on here. So, newbie is the lowest level. Here's beginner, 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 and intermediate. There are some more advanced ones too, but we're kind of going to focus on the beginner level. You can also see where they are filmed, not even filmed, but where they take place, what Spanish country. So here we have Colombia, Spain, Mexico, and Venezuela. So right now I'm going to kind of just show you this video. And I'm going to show you some cool things about the videos you can watch. And before I start, I would really like to emphasize that watching these videos is really about are you understanding what they're saying in Spanish? And are you listening to what they're saying in Spanish and being able to translate it into English in a way so that you can actually understand it? Or are you actually understanding the Spanish piece of it without translating it? So let's go ahead and start.
Antes de comenzar mi recorrido por el Paseo Santa Lucía, decidí hacer una pequeña pausa y visitar.
So before we go on, I would just like to show you that you can go back if you missed something. So if you missed something here, you want to see how it's said, you can go back. If you were like, oh, I just want to skip through that part, you can skip through that part, although I wouldn't recommend that. You can also make it loop, so that just means that it's going to replay. You can also change the speed, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how you can make it slower if you have a hard time understanding a word.
Me encuentro a las afueras.
So this can kind of help you with pronunciation and understanding what she's really saying. Along with this, you can actually make it full screen. I'm just not doing that right now since I'm trying to show you guys something else. But what I really want to focus on is that it has these captions. So it has them in Spanish and in English. I would prefer for you guys to always have the Spanish one on. If you're really just trying to hear what she's saying, you can turn them both off. But I don't want you to just have the English on because I'm really focused on you guys understanding the Spanish and not just hearing it and reading it in English. So you can have both on, or you can just have one of them on. But again, I want you to always have the Spanish on. So now I'm going to kind of show you some different games you can play. So here, you can actually track your progress in all the games that you play, and you can get bronze, gold, and silver. It's kind of like a little competition. There's, you're trying to find the missing words and what she is saying for multiple choice and fill in the blank. And then there are vocabulary questions and comprehension to see if you're actually understanding. So right now I'm just going to go to fill in the blank to show you an example. So it says listen for the missing word. So the key thing in this is that you guys are listening to what she's saying. And type in the word in the blank. So you have 3 attempts for each word. So if you get it wrong after the 3rd time, it will just go into the 2nd round. So there's 2 different rounds. You guys are going to have 10 questions for each round. So it's like 20 questions. So yeah, let's get started.
Antes de comenzar mi recorrido por el Paseo Santa Lucía, decidí hacer una pequeña pausa y visitar el Museo de Historia Mexicana.
So I want to show you guys that if you want to slow it down, you can slow it down. If you want to replay it, you can replay it. And then down here, it shows you the ones with the accents because on our computers, we don't have those. So I'm just going to submit the answer and it tells you, oh yes, it's correct. So then you're going to go to next question.
Fue inaugurado el 30 de noviembre de 1994. El Museo de Historia Mexicana resguarda más de 1,200 piezas.
So I'm going to go ahead and replay it really quick so you guys can see how that works.
El 30 de
She's talking very slow right now.
1994. El Museo de Historia Mexicana resguarda más de 1,200 piezas.
So I'm going to go ahead. I know that the right answer is Historia. But say that I think, oh, there's an accent. So I'm going to submit it. So they kind of tell you what you got wrong. So really what I missed there was not the letter, but the accent. So it'll let you try again. But if you miss it 3 times, like I said, it'll go into the 2nd round. So there we go. Next question. So I'm actually going to quit this game so I can show you guys another one. So we're going to go here, and I'm just going to go to comprehension. So this is a multiple choice, so I'm not actually going to do it so that I can show you guys a little bit more, but I just want to show you the different options. It's a great study tool, great way to understand content and kind of learn on your own when we're not in class, or if I'm trying to plan out a lesson and I might want you guys to actually do this in class, you guys can go on here and kind of just have fun. There's lots of different games. So let's go up here. I'm going to show you some of the lessons. Actually, before that, I'm going to show you the leaderboard. So if you keep playing like all of these people, it tells you who is winning. And then you can go down here and look at your score details. So if you keep playing the games every week, you will keep track of your progress, and I will actually give you guys extra credit if you show me your score details and it shows that you're improving and doing it every week, because that's what I would like you guys to do. So I'm going to go here, and this actually shows you different lessons. So I just wanted to show you the first one on the preterite conjugation of regular Spanish verbs. So this is all written, so you're going to have to read it. So for students who might want to look at a video of this, there are some videos that it says play caption.
Ayer trabajé hasta las 8 de la noche.
So this is the pronunciation of this sentence. However, you can also watch there's a whole series on this part, and he's talking about preterite. So if you have a really difficult time, you can actually watch the whole video. It's only 5 minutes. If you're having a difficult time though, I think it would be a great thing to look into. So it kind of separates this out into AR verbs and then ER verbs and IR verbs, and this is what we were looking at. So I would really like it if you guys could look at this and maybe watch one of the videos on it that's only 5 minutes. And if you want to understand how they're really pronounced, which I would really recommend, just play the caption for each one.
¿Por qué dices eso?
Porque una vez me escribiste contándome que te casabas en Nueva York, pero
And it's going to give you different examples from different videos. So I think it's really important to understand that there's different accents when different people say it and when people from different countries say it. So let's see. What I would really like to emphasize is that these video lessons, well, the videos are really going to help you with comprehension and listening skills. But also being able to look at the lessons when you want to and being able to go back is a really, really great study tool. And like I was showing you on the games, on the videos, there are actually some on the lessons too. So I think it's a really great thing for you guys to use as a study tool. And I'm going to go back here and kind of show you that when you guys, there's a comprehension game here, just so you know. So there's always different games. You can also kind of look at this sidebar. You can watch different movies, which I didn't really show you guys before. This lady kind of talks about how you don't always conjugate things the way that you think you do. And this guy's talking about COVID. So there's different movies. There's a lot of different things you can be watching on here. But this is just showing recommended videos. So you can actually click on new videos. You can also click on videos for download. You also should be looking at the beginner. So you don't want to look at all. So you're kind of going to look down and be like, oh, okay, this is a beginner one. This is a beginner one. These are the ones I should be focusing on. So they're going to either be TV shows, movies, or kind of like little lessons, but you can also go down here and pick what you want to watch. So there's all of these different ones. You can watch different interviews, things about history, grammar and vocabulary. You can, if you want to watch a documentary or a drama show. Commercials are great ways to see how fast Spanish speakers really speak. There's also different animation. If you want to watch something funny, you can look at the comedy. So there's different shows, different movies, and different videos you can watch that can make you laugh or you can be learning. But the whole point is to really be listening in Spanish. And the other thing is that you can pick different regions, which is really important to understand that depending on which country you are going to be in, you need to know that Spanish sounds a little bit differently or a little bit different. But you guys can spend as much time as you want on this website, and I think it's going to be great for if I'm gonna want some quiet time in the classroom and I want you guys to kind of do some individual work. If somebody is kind of, if you feel like you're struggling more with preterite, you can come on here whenever you want to study it, either in class when I'm doing one of those quiet times or on your own time, which is a great study tool and gives me more time to kind of focus on helping the whole class. So if you guys are having issues with certain parts, certainly go on this website and make sure that you pick the beginner level. Now, I think that the virtual tour that I was showing you is a really great way to stay engaged in this class and the culture. So I would really like you guys to go ahead and watch that video tonight. And take some notes on it, and you don't necessarily need to take notes on it, but I want you guys to take a screenshot of you guys playing one of the games, and I want you to play the full lesson. I didn't show you guys the full lesson, but this website is really a great way to pace your learning on your own. It's very self-paced. It has a lot of really interactive things that I can't necessarily do in class. It can also just tell you things that you might not learn in class. So this one says top 10 ways to say goodbye in Spanish, standard and slang. So we don't necessarily talk about all of the different ways to say things. If you are really curious about something, go on this website and you will learn a lot. So I would highly encourage you guys to use this, and certainly go watch that video on the Museum of Mexican History. Thanks, guys. Take care.